14. We've got 14. Where's that gone? What are you playing up? That's what I want. Okay, here we are for TTFL Season 8, the finale. We are at Spa tonight. It's a relatively short race, but still leaves lots to play for. Whilst we're waiting for people to start making their way on track, I'll put the standings on screen. As you can see, Thornicus is the Season 8 Drivers' Champion, followed by the bridesmaid, that is Find the Pass. Moyland securing third spot. Fourth place is still to play for between Speedy and Frenzy. So it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top there. Speedy needs to outscore Frenzy by 15 points. No, the other way around. Frenzy needs to outscore Speedy by 15 points to take the fourth spot. Hepburn in 6th, Panda in 7th, Fake Jesus in 8th, Steeled in 9th, Scorito in 10th, I Am Marshall in 11th, Mrs. Carl in 12th, Hyder in 13th, Zodak in 14th, Jake in 15th, Wi-Fi Bun will be joining during quali in 16th, Hobo, who's not with us because he's decided to go on his work's Christmas do rather than attend the final race of the season. I mean, he missed the first race, so he might as well miss the last race. Currently sitting in 17th, Dan Roush in 18th, Cons in 19th, and Infectus, who I'm sure is looking forward to Spa, in 20th. In the constructors' standings, Mercedes have taken the constructors' title. Williams are secure in second place. It is still open between Alpha Tauri, Alfa Romeo and Alpine for that third place spot. Haas in 6th, Red Bull in 7th, Aston in 8th, Ferrari in 9th and McLaren in 10th. Why are people messaging me on Discord? That's going to be a pain because I've got to lose that for a moment. Where we going? Communal news. Mine needs another invite. Have I got Martin? There is. Perfect timing. I bloody hate the EA invite system. They don't bloody work. There you go, Martin. New invite sent. If anyone does need an invite during the race, if you can message in communal chats, I'll have that screen up on the side. If the message goes into any other chat, I'll have to start flicking around through Discord, which means I'll lose the actual game screen for a moment, and don't want that if we can help it. So let's get the track map up, lap data up, and let's find out who's out on track. So Hepburn has set a lap of 1:44.5, takes him to the top. Find the Pass just coming down towards No Name, running on the medium tyre. Does look like he's pushing. No ERS, or the telltale light not flashing to say he's not deploying, so I'd say he's pushing on this one as he makes his way through Fanek. Can never pronounce that one. Coming down to the Curve Paul Ferrer, and then heading up towards Blanchimont. So through Blancmont and now heading into the bus stop. Zodak has pipped his teammate and done a 1:44.3. What can the bridesmaid do? And our bridesmaid takes the 1:43.5, so nearly over a second faster than Hepburn in third. 8/10 faster than Zodak, currently sitting in second. Hyder's done a 44.8 to go fourth. Mrs. Cole just through Puon, just making her way down to sector 3. 1:16.0 through sector 2 for Mrs. Cole. And now the flat out run all the way up through Blancmont up to the break-in for the bus stop. Very tidy so far for Mrs. Cole. Out of the bus stop, heads to the line. A 44.7 takes Mrs. Cole into fourth place. Effectus just come in to finish his first lap, crosses the line on a 43.6. Great time from Effectus there, just a 10th off of Find the Pass in first place. Looking like we could be on for a decent race for the McLaren driver. Good to see him qualifying further up the grid, get involved in the battles in the early part. So Nano failed. Hyder's into the pits. Zodak into the pits. This is Cole on the cool down lap. Find the Pass into the pits. I think everyone's pitting. Cons is on an out lap. Martin and Speedy, as well as Shaunicus. So we'll stay with Cons as he starts his first flying lap. He makes his way down to La Source. Looks like he got the apex nicely. Camera angle absolute shite there. Can't really tell how he hit the apex, but headed up towards Eau Rouge. And through Radion. It's just flat out DRS open all the way down the Kemmel Straight. Thornicus will be happy behind, picking up a bit of a toe. And doesn't want to get too close as you go through the middle sector, because that dirty air will unsettle the car. Comes through Rivage and No Name heading down towards Puon. Very easy to lose the back end through Puon. If you touch that inside curb, it's almost guaranteed death. Makes it through without incident. And now it's Maid of Honor, thank you. No, Bridesmaid. Sounds better than Maid of Honor. So up to the bus stop now for Cons. See what time he can set and then see what Thornicus can do just behind. A 44.5 takes Cons into fourth, so Thornicus so close to getting into the 142s. Gonna shave my head. There's nothing to shave. It fell out many, many years ago. That's why I'm growing this. I'm hoping that it'll just spread up. Shave my beard. No, my missus would like that. She keeps moaning at me to have a shave, and I keep saying no. So Speedy has broken into the 142s. A 142.8 from Speedy puts him into provisional pole for this session. Let's see what tyre details. So Speedy on the softs, Shornicus and Find the Pass. It's not Movember anymore. I started growing it before Movember. Shornicus, Martin popping into third, splitting the Mercedes with the 143.5. Shornicus, Martin and Find the Pass all on the medium. Effectus did his lap on the soft. Zodak and Cons on the medium. Hepburn, Mrs. Cole and Hyder on the soft. Fake Jesus is on track. As invalidated. Mano just starting a lap, heading up through Rivage. If that's Moyland saying he wants an invite, it is. After I've just said do it in the communal channel. Yeah, 1 second, Moyland invite will be coming your way. Hello, game. Thank you. Invite sent. This has gone through. Frenzy's jumped into 8th on a 44.5. Some donuts allowed in Q1 end of season. You can do some donuts if you want. Just don't do it in front of anyone. I'll try and spot when there's a yellow flag where you are. In fact, I'm going to find you now. Oh, you're in the pits. You can't do donuts in the pits. That's not safe. So El Stefano back into the pits. Is the inter rule allowed now? Someone is on the inters. That'll be El Stefano on the inters. I don't believe the inters are allowed, but I don't know off the top of my head. El Stefano, if you are listening, can you do a lap on the appropriate tyre for the conditions, please? I'm sure Moyland will remind him when he joins the chat. So where have we got? Scarito on a cooldown, currently sitting in 6th. Hepburn going for the donuts after the bus stop. I suppose that's one way to cook your tyres. Mrs. Cole just starting a lap. We'll stay with Mrs. Cole if she makes her way round, see if we can find any improvement. Mano's retired. So I'm not sure what happened to Mano there. Mrs. Cole just heading down towards Rivage. Nice and tidy, now into No Name. Heading down towards Pouon. Everyone's starting to retire in the pits. those who are comfortable where they are. Moyland will need to get a bit of a move on to get out and set a time if he wants to make it into Q2. So obviously could really be going out any time now. There's Mrs. Coles now making her way up towards the bus stop, hard onto the brakes. Through the exit, carries the curb nicely, crosses the line of 43.2 from Mrs. Cole, moving her up into third place. That'll comfortably see her through into Q2. What are people messaging in that one? That's just Cons asking if Moyland's joining the party. Is it? So, Mrs. Carl. Moyland not going out. Casto's invalidated. Just got time to get back round. He's got the fuel to go for another run. El Stefano is on track and pushing on the soft tyre. 30.2 through sector 1 at the end of the Kemmel. Through Le Com, heading down towards Rivage. He's got a car just in front. I think that's Mrs. Cole, who's well aware, gets out of the way, just not to hold him up. Great to see even this end of the season, everyone is remembering to keep out of the way of those on-flying laps. So 16.1 through sector 2, lining up to be a good lap for El Stefano. This will be enough, once he keeps it clean, to knock Moyland out of Q1. El Stefano crosses the line. A 44.8 from El Stefano puts him in 13th, but does see him safely through into Q2. Only 2 seconds separating first to 13th as well. Sounds a lot, but around Spa, that's pretty close. So at the end of Q1, we're going to be saying goodbye to Mano. Did Mano retire, or did he hit a wall? We're definitely saying goodbye to Moyland and Casto. Let's see if Wi-Fi is online. For an invite, not yet. Casto does manage to get in. It's in with a 142.8 to take him top of the standings in Q1 and on the medium tyre as well. Good time from Casto there. Pipped Speedy at the final moment. Hepburn back for some donuts at the end of the bus stop. Trying to burn through those tyres. Obviously no more racing this season, so you might as well burn the tyres if you're not going to use them. Does need to be a little careful that he doesn't end up getting disqualified. Cracking donuts. And a power slide all the way to the line. Don't put it in the wall. Jesus. Yeah, reverse. Jesus, Hepburn. Give me a blaming heart attack. Oh, you did retire, man. Oh, no. Yes, everyone in those laps at the end, and unfortunately, yeah, that's seen you out of the session. You got a little bit of time. You can sit and relax, prep for a fight through the field, see where you can get to. You went completely off track at turn 4. I did think it showed invalidated. Oh, fucking PC. Oh, let me look. He'd invalidated. He was partway round the lap. And he had a minute 25 to go, so he had time to start another lap. So I'm not sure exactly what happened there. But we are into Q2, so top 10 will go through, so we'll be keeping an eye on the bottom 5. See who's going to be eliminated this time of asking. Validated on the last lap, but we can't. Normally this game is pretty good at writing a lap off for the slightest track extension. Unless it has just by some miracle found an area where you can get away with it. Cons, Find the Pass, Zodak, Fake Jesus, Mrs. Carl, Speedy, Casto, El Stefano, all out on track. Still got more coming out as well. Martin on his way out of pits. A Haas of Hyder on his way out. So it's Effectus, Frenzy, Hepburn, Scorito and Thornicus still in the pits. As that looks, that's a blue car. I'm going to say that's Hepburn making his way out of the pits. Will find himself some free space on track. This is one track where you would like a tow though through, certainly down the Kemmel straight to help you increase that top speed. Let's find who's going to be first round. I think it's Casto will be the first one round to set a time. O'Shaunicus does make his way out of the pits, well ahead of everyone. Plenty of free space in front of both Casto and Shaunicus. Find the Pass may get the benefit of a distant tow down the Kemmel straight as Casto makes his way down towards Lecombe. Oh, you stupid game. Lap data on, please. Thank you. So through Lecombe, heading down towards Rivage. One of the most difficult corners to get your braking right without locking up as the track drops away from you as you make your way round the right-hander. Cleanly through No Name and out into Pouon. Keeping well clear of the apex curb and throw you off into the barrier. Thornicus keeping well out of the way of Casto and also his teammate Find the Pass. as we're now heading towards Blanchimont. So, with a very tidy lap so far, in towards the bus stop. It's the car. Stop yawning. Nicely through there, crosses the line. 43.1 from Casto, 43.5 from Find the Pass. Both on the medium tyre. Cons has invalidated. Speedy has invalidated. That must be the Red Bull of El Stefano. Crosses the line at 45.4. As Fake Jesus does a 43.9 to take third. El Stefano in fourth. Zodak at 46.3 puts him in fifth place. Hyder just heading towards the line now. 43.6 from Hyder takes him into third. Frenzy a 44.2 to go fifth. Martin up to the line. 43.8 puts Martin into fourth place. We've got an Alpine of Hepburn, 44.1 into sixth. Cons off track on the exit and No Name, keeping out of the way of cars behind him. Speedy is pushing as they head down towards Rivage. Got Haas just ahead of him of Hyder. That does pull out of the way, completely off the racing line to give Speedy the best chance at a clean lap. A little deep through the right hand of the chicane there. And it validates through turn 15. So Speedy will need to run again. Don't think we'll have the battery to go for another run straight away. Might need to do a cool down lap. May even need to come into the pits for fuel. Yes, he does. Mrs. Cole heading through Rivage. Left-hander of No Name, keeping it tidy through the exit. Oh, I didn't see if you did block him. I completely forgot he would have been right behind you both. Is he not in the party with you? So Mrs. Cole just heading up towards Blanchimont. I'm just gonna quick dive into Discord. Back in time to see Mrs. Cole coming out the exit of the bus stop. A run to the line, a 44.4 from Mrs. Cole puts her in 8th. We'll see her through into Q3, although probably a bit closer to that knockout group than she'd like. So Zodak on the bubble on a 46.3. I think he's definitely going to need to go for another run. Try and move up the order, get himself safely through to Q3. Scarito's retired. What's that? A terminal damage. So Scarito's out of Q2. Oh, don't you. Fuck you, game. Oh, fucking hate this game. So no pit stop data. No. I've just got results on screen. Wonderful, I can't get out. This game's shite. Well, just going into the race director to look at the incident, cock it up. So I've no idea who is on track. I can't even exit. Oh, this game's doing my head in. Can't flick between screens without the game going off, and then it's I know there's a Ferrari on track. I can just about make that out behind. Can't tell which Ferrari it is. Is Casto going for another lap, or if it's Cons? I don't even know how long we've got left of the session. It's bloody annoying. Race director. Casto's in the pit, so it must be Cons on track. 30.3 for sector 1. Just about to see him going through the chicane on the exit of Pouon. Or after Pouon even. So 44.7 through sector 2. And then a run through Blanchimont. Can't really see it. At least it's not foggy this week. Then it's a day light race, so fog shouldn't be an issue. No worries, El Stefano. So 43.7 for Cons puts him up into 5th. At least that bit I can see. So Mrs. Carl, El Stefano, Zodak, Effectus and Scarito all in the knockout zone at the moment. Yeah, no worries about the Inters rule. El Stefano, it's your first race this season for TTFL? You went out and got a time in on the dry tyre, so all good. You need to get back out on track and get yourself into Q3, please. You've got to make up for Moyland forgetting to set a lap. Hyder's retired. So Martin and Casto out on track. Find the Pass is retired. Thornicus in the garage sitting in 4th place. Hyder's retired with that. DNF Speedy has retired, currently sitting in 8th. And still with a few drivers to set times. It's a brave move from Speedy. Last race was May this year, I think, which I think would have been the previous game. So I'm hoping that once we are through the end of this session, my game will come back to life and I'll be able to actually see the drivers on track. Oh, what are you doing? Let's close these, don't need those open anymore. Cons into the pits, who's still on track. So Casto's still out on track. Hepburn Frenzy both through at the moment. Mrs. Carl and Zodak are on track. So they'll be the ones potentially knock Speedy out of Q3. Will they? Two of them? No, they won't. Speedy will be safely through. Unless there is more time for Effectus to get out on track, but he's currently sat in the pits. Let's see, we've got an Alpine going round. That's about all I can tell. We've got no audio. Hoping this hasn't all gone completely wrong. Burn going for some more donuts. Try to keep out of the way of everyone. Alright, looks like we might be getting back somewhere. I hope. Yep, so Speedy did get knocked out. Speedy's early retirement has cost him. So at the end of Q2, we're saying goodbye to Speedy, Hepburn, El Stefano, Effectus, and Scarito. I bet Speedy's not happy with that. Casto, Find the Pass, and Shawnicus all getting through on the medium tyre. Martin setting a 42.3 on the soft tyre, so the fastest time of the session so far. Alright, do not go into race director. So we are back for Q3 and the all-important pole position shootout. Who is everyone's money on? We'll Find the Pass, finally get the pole position off of Shawnicus. Or can Casto or Martin steal that pole position from them as Cons and one of the Mercedes makes their way out? That looks like it's Cons and Find the Pass. Find the Pass just in front. So no toe for stop you all in. No toe for Find the Pass this time around. Will they be trying to time their pit release so we can give Shawnicus the toe down the Kemmel straight? on his first time lap. We'll have to wait and see. Final pass, making his way through Lecombe, down into reverse. And through No Name and continue downhill towards Pouon. This is his outlap, so he's not going to be pushing fully at the moment. Trying to get those tyres into the temperature window, keep some heat in the brakes as well. Looking to put the ERS on the exit of the bus stop. And there we go, ERS is on, so it's going to be full attack from Find the Pass. DRS open, crosses the start finish line to start the timing into the source, nicely through the apex there. And then on the run up towards Eau Rouge. Riding that curb nicely through Radion, and then DRS open as he makes his way down the Kemmel Straight. End of sector 1, just at the end of this straight, a 30.03 for sector 1 from Find the Pass. Cons has left space behind before starting his lap. He's allowed that gap to open, so he won't be getting any negative effects from the dirty air on the back of Find the Pass. Into Pouon. Oh, clipped that inside curb on the entry apex. Unsettled the car and sent him really far off the track. Now waits for Cons to go past. That'll be an aborted run for Find the Pass. As Cons gone. So jump on board with Cons, see what time he can set. 15.0 through sector 2. The times are coming down. There were 16 zeros in Q1 and 2. Through Blanchimont, still flat out into the braking for the bus stop. I'm taking too much curb on either of the apexes there. Crosses the line of 43.5 from Cons, takes him to provisional pole. Expecting to see that beaten by some of the drivers out there. 44.1 from Mrs. Cole puts her into second place. Zodak just out of the bus stop on the exit. A 43.0 from Zodak. Good time there from Zodak, as Casto does a 42.0. Not quite into the 41s, but I don't think it's going to be far off. I think we will get there before the end of the session. A 44.1 from Frenzy takes him into 4th. 2.5 hundredths ahead of Mrs. Carl. Find the Pass back in the pits as Martin comes through on a 42.3 to move into second place. Hyder's starting his lap. Shornicus is finishing the lap. A 13.9 through sector 2 for Shornicus. What can he do through this final sector? Can't look to hesitate a little on the exit of the bus stop. Goes into second on a 42.0. 300ths off the back of Casto. I think with a clean exit from the bus stop though, I think he can find that time. A very big sad from Find the Pass in the chat. And it could have been worse. You could have ended up in the barrier. So at least the car isn't damaged and you've got the chance to go for one more run. Spa being quite a long lap. The in-laps do eat into the time, especially when we get through to Q3. Find the Pass is on his way back round on an outlap. Hyder now coming up towards Blanchimont. Got past the Ferrari into the break-in for the bus stop. Making plenty of curb there. Keeps the car under control. Back on the power. DRS open. A 44.0 from Hyder takes him into 6th place. He's just starting his lap, going down the Kemmel straight. 30.09 from Fate Caesar, so on par with some of the fastest times we've seen so far. As he makes his way through Rivard, it's dropped down to the left-hander of No Name. Carry on down the hill to the double left-hander of Kuon. Keeps it nice and tidy. Then into the chicane. That's very wide on the exit. Doesn't invalidate the lap. Has bailed on that one. See ERS looking for a recharge. Peels off and into the pit with 4 minutes to go. I think everyone will be going for one final run. Find the Pass is on track. Needs to make this one count. He's got a nice clear track ahead of him. Compact as Fate Jesus comes out the final corner. He invalidated, didn't he? So he's going to have been saving as much battery as possible to go for another push. 53.5. Find the Pass is invalidated again. Talk about cutting it fine. Should have time to get out and get another lap in, but it's got to keep this next run clean. Can't believe how much I am yawning tonight. The rear's overheating on you. Try dropping your tyre pressures a little. Maybe that will help. What else is in that drawer? Random crap. Random crap. So I need something just to give me a little energy boost. So Casto staying in the pits. Find the Pass making his way out. Casto now also leaving the pit box. Got to push quite hard on this outlap to get round in time. I don't think they're going to get caught with any traffic from behind on lap, so should be able to make it through. It's our first one on a run. It's Fate Jesus heading down towards Eau Rouge and then up the hill through Radion. Flat out all the way from the exit of La Source to the break-in for Lacombe. 30.0, so he's up on his time through sector 1. Now making his way through Rivage and towards No Name. Needs to find that balance of pushing but not going too far that he invalidates, because the last thing he wants to do now is lose this lap. Go through the chicane, coming up to the end of sector 2. Keeps it tidy, a 15.3, so second up on his previous lap. I can't remember what, I think he lost it on the exit of the chicane last time around. So up through Blanchimont, into the bus stop, hard onto the brakes. It's both apexes nicely, back on the power, and then straight run to the line. A 43.9 takes him into 6th. Next to cross the line is going to be Mrs. Carl on the exit of the bus stop. 3/10 up through sector 2, 4/10 up overall across the lap, moves her up into 6th place. Martin is a 10th up through sector 2, needs a cracking final sector, stays a 10th up, stays in 3rd place. So it's Casto and Shaunicus currently in the battle for pole. Frenzy next to come across the line, currently sitting on a 44.1. DRS open, crosses the line, a 43.0, so over a second improvement there from Frenzy. Moves Frenzy up into 4th. Zodak crosses the line to go 5th. Shaunicus into the 141s, a 141.869 moves him onto provisional pole. 2 Ferraris ahead. Cons has invalidated. Casto currently half a second up though. If he can hold this together through sector 3, it's going to be a blinding lap. Run to the line, 41.3. He found another 10th in the final sector. Don't get time to skip and see how Find the Pass get on. Find the Pass did manage to get a lap in, but only good enough for 3rd. So Casto starts on pole, Shaunicus in 2nd. Find the Pass in 3rd, Martin in 4th, Frenzy in 5th, Zodak in 6th, Hyder in 7th, Cons in 8th, Mrs. Carl in 9th, and Fake Jesus rounds out the top 10. Top 4, 8/10 separating the top 4, and then you've got another 8/10 back to 5th. A second between 5th and 10th. So some fairly close grouping. Could make for an interesting race as don't need to look at that. Just waiting for everyone to do their tyre strats. So, final race of the season. It has been a really good season for turnout. Pretty much near full grids every race. Considering the state of the game as a whole, is a really good achievement. I know we have lost some drivers through the course of the season, myself included. I've just had enough of driving F1. not enjoying it, so I've decided to come back and do the comms for TTFL. Just my way of saying thank you to the league for letting me be part of it. So I will be back next season for comms, maybe occasionally joined by a guest. We'll have to wait and see, and hopefully I'll have all the graphics sorted out before the new season starts. So as they make their way round on the formation lap, let's see Casso and Shaunicus gone for the medium. Find the pass going for the soft tires, are going aggressive on the start. Martin going for the opposite strat on the hard tyre. Frenzy on the soft. Zodak, Hyder and Cons on the medium. Mrs. Cole on the hard. Fake Jesus and Speedy on the medium. Hepburn on the hard. El Stefano and Effectus on the medium. Scarito on the hard. And then Mano, Moyland and Wi-Fi button rounding out the grid on the medium tyre. Button, that button. Put the telemetry on. Put that to position change. That's what we want. Don't need to see that. So let's see what camera angle we're going to have for the final start of Season 8. Is the game going to be nice? That Ferrari, I do like that Ferrari livery. It's not the most original livery going, but it does have a classic feel to it. As the cars come out of the shadow, they've got a lovely halo-y glow around them. Fucking graphics. Yeah. So Casto aiming over to the left side of the grid. Find the pass, getting moved back in the grid box. But here we go, 5 lights, and it's lights out for the final race of TTFL Season 8. Casto with a good start, covering off Shaunicus. As find the pass, looking up the inside of his teammate, but thinks better of it. There's action behind us. I see a McLaren round. I think that was Effectus round. As Wi-Fi has a good start. No, everything's swapping round. Everything was swapping round. The scoreboards or the leaderboards just about keeping up. Effectus is into 12th, but losing out to El Stefano as they go through Lecombe. And also losing out to Mano. Mano up the inside of El Stefano, down into Rivage. Gets the move done. Can he hold on to it as they go down towards No Name? Yes, he can. He's really on the push after retiring. Thinking he was safely through in Q1. Trying to recover as many positions as possible. Find the pass, has had enough of being the bridesmaid and wants to run in front, has got past Shaunicus. Find the pass sitting in second place at the moment, so still the bridesmaid, but not the bridesmaid in the team at the moment. But he is on that soft tyre, so he does need to push, try and make the most of that soft tyre, not let Casto disappear too far into the distance. Casto already opening up a 1.3 second lead after only one lap. As they head up towards Oruge for the second time. DRS still not enabled at the moment, but Shaunicus in the slipstream with a really good run on his teammate. I don't want to see from the back, I want to see from the front what's going on. Side by side as they head up the Kemmel straight into the break-in. Fully calm. Shaunicus push to the outside of the track. It'll put him on the inside, but he's lost out there to Martin as well. Fights it back and retakes the third place. Zodak having a look up the inside of Martin as they go through Rivage. Martin managing to hold on. Zodak holding on to 5th place. Got Frenzy just behind as well, followed by Hyder and Cons. Everyone's still surprisingly close together. What's happened to Find the Pass? He's dropping down the order. He's dropped down into 5th place. At a moment through Puon maybe. Lost the drive on the exit. Camera angles horrendous. We've got a VSC. Who've we got? We've got Effectus running towards the back. No, at the back, sorry. Speedy's lost a lot of places. Speedy's dropped down to 17. Are you running any damage? End plates all look to be intact. So Wi-Fi running in 15th. Moyland up on into 14th, but missing an end plate there on that front wing. It's going to hurt his strategy. Virtual safety car will save him a little through this. Scorito into the pits as well. A long way down the pit lane for Moyland. New wing for Scorito. New wing for Moyland. Still under the VSC. Speedy into the pits as well. He didn't look to have any damage. We'll see if there is a wing change for Speedy. There is a wing change. It looked like he was serving a penalty as well. They took so long to start. Drive through for Zodak. Got caught out by the looks of it on the restart. Restart deltas are a bit on this game. That is going to hurt Zodak, who had been running really well up in 5th. He's lost out to Frenzy through the restart as well. So he'll be kicking himself for that. Casto out in front. Got 3-second lead over Shornicus now. Got a yellow flag through Puon, and that's Moreland running wide on the exit. So Moreland not looking like he's enjoying this race at the moment. He didn't do a lap in quali, so these are his first laps on track with this setup. As we make our way back through the order, Zodak serving his drive-through brings him out into 13th, just ahead of Wi-Fi button. It's dropped him quite a way off that pack. He's going to have to push quite hard to try and close up on everyone. Already showing yellow for fuel as well, so maybe fuel limited towards the end of this race. El Stefano has dropped off the pack as well, but he's running a position higher than he qualified. So he needs to try and push and catch up to Mrs. Cole. As Mrs. Cole, Mano, Hepburn, Jesus, or Jesus, Cons are all in a DRS train with Hyder. Casto just extending that lead in front, now up to 3.7 seconds. We're only 4 laps in. We've had a VSC as well. Martin just hanging on to the DRS. So it gets the DRS down the start finish straight. Find the pass is out of the DRS of Martin, which isn't going to help him defending from Frenzy, but both Frenzy and Find the Pass are on that soft tyre as we've got a full safety car. So all that lead that Casto built is going to disappear now, as everyone has to line up behind the safety car. It's possible to get to the end from here. We have 3 laps on the safety car. So it'll be interesting to see if anyone opts to come in, go for the hard and try and go for the long run to the end. Moyland has come back into the pits to fit the hard tyre. Speedy coming in. I imagine he's going for the hard as well. Yeah, so that's going to allow him a 3-second stop effectively, as they will catch back up to the pack quite quickly during the safety car. Wait and see if Casto or Thornicus come in. Martin already on the hard tyre. This could hurt Martin, so he will need to stop to go to either the medium or the soft tyre. Martin does come into the pits. Casto and Thornicus have stayed out. Martin's come in, so he's coming off the hard tyre. What's he going to go on to as we make our way down the pit lane? Looks like he's going on to the medium, so I don't think the medium will get to the end from here. Oh, a lot of other cars peeling in. Find the Pass has come in and fitted the hard tyre, so he'll be looking to go to the end from here. Take Jesus in for the hard tyre. Mano onto the hard. El Stefano onto the hard tyre. Cons onto the hard. Zodak already on the hard tyre, staying out. Wi-Fi button on the hard tyre, staying out. As Effectus comes in for a set of medium tyres. And Speedy back into the pits again. Speedy going for all this time. We're going back to another set of mediums. Tyres? Can I see the tyres? So we have Speedy's gone for another set of mediums, or onto a set of mediums even. So Casto holds on to the lead. Thornicus in second. Looking at how quickly Casto pulled that gap, I don't think he's got anything to worry about at the moment. Hyder running in third on the medium. Hepburn in fourth on the hard tyre. Scroll through. Wrong button. That button. Let's put the tyres up. So Casto, Thornicus, Hyder on the medium since the start. Hepburn and Mrs. Cole on the hard tyre from the start. Martin on fresh mediums. Find the Pass, Frenzy, Fake Jesus, Mano, El Stefano, Cons, Zodak, Wi-Fi button, all on fresh hard tyres. Rito, 3 lap old mediums. Moyland on fresh hards, Effectus on fresh mediums, Speedy on a new set of mediums as well. Speedy having done 4 stops and still way off the back of this pack. Effectus back into the pits. Effectus going back onto the hards. To a used set of hards though. Speedy back into the pits again. I imagine he must be going on to the hards, but a little annoying. It's way off the back of the pack. This is going to extend this safety car period. No, going for a new set of mediums. No, one lap old set of mediums. So he's gone from fresh mediums to the same age mediums. Not sure what your plan was there, Speedy, but you need to get a move on now. Try and catch the back of this pack so we can get back underway. Does coming on to the Kemmel as safety cars heading down towards Pouon. Should be back on the pack before the end of the lap. We will see if we get the safety car in this lap. Just coming through Pouon. I think he is going to be too far back for this to be called this lap. We should have safety car in at the end of the next lap. So everyone is Scarito. Speedy back into the pits for the what tyres are you going for this time, Speedy? Wets? Back to another set of effector. So I was joking when I said going for wets. I have no idea what the weather's doing. If anyone is in the chat and knows if there's rain expected, or Effectus has really made a mistake on his pit strategy. The game screwed Effectus. Well done, Codemasters. Thank you for the update, Elder. So we're likely to see Effectus back into the pits to actually get the correct tyre. We should have safety car in at the end of this lap. Well, I certainly hope we have safety car in at the end of this lap. While this It is dragging out behind the safety car. It's giving Casto Elder. This puts Martin in a good position. 14 laps on the mediums. Maybe a bit on the push side, but Casto, Shawnicus and Hyder all needing to pit for another set of tyres. Hepburn and Mrs. Carl as well. Martin can get those tyres warmed up and get on the attack and clear Hepburn and Mrs. Carl and keep on the back of Hyder, Shawnicus and Casto. It's going to put him in a good position, depending how long Casto and Shawnicus can stretch that medium tyre. Casto goes fairly early before the bus stop, which catches Shawnicus out. He's pulled nearly 8 tenths already on the restart. In fact, with the way the bus stop works, it's caught quite a few people out, but Martin has managed to get past his teammate tonight. He's got past Mrs. Cole, so he's up into 5th place. Just needs to close up on the back of Hepburn, get that move done, and then get after Shawnicus and Casto. Shawnicus has closed up on Casto though. That's distant toe slipstream has really helped him down the Kemmel Straight, although Casto opens that gap back up as they come through Lecombe and Rivage. Scarito and Wi-Fi button trading places further back. Again, Scarito on the medium tyre, so would have been able to get more heat in that tyre and get a better drive out of the corners. As Wi-Fi loses out to Mr. Pit Stop himself. But Wi-Fi not giving up on that position, trying to find a way back past Speedy. Can't quite get it done. Has to settle for 16th at the moment. Casto trying to break away from the DRS of Shawnicus. That gap sitting at 8 tenths. Shawnicus with the toe down through Blanchimont, closing that gap back up again. Martin's getting the move done around the outside of Hyder into the bus stop, so Martin up into 3rd place. Now needs to push and try and close up on Shawnicus. He's got a 2.7 gap to close up. He has pushed his ERS, needs to tactically deploy now. Let's try and close that gap. He is starting to close it up as they work their way up the Kemmel Straight. Taking a little bit of time out with Shawnicus and Casto. Shawnicus again with the toe down the Kemmel, closing into Casto, but Casto pulling away on the exit of Lecombe. With almost 3 wide through Rivage, it's 2 by 2. Find the pass, Frenzy, Mano and Hepburn. Find the pass, losing out to Mano. The Alfa Romeo pairing of Frenzy and Mano covering off Find the Pass's attack. As Hepburn just holding on, watching in the background. Fake Jesus trying to make a move down the inside of Mrs. Cole. Can't get it done. Mrs. Cole closing that door, and now it's a straight run. Gonna have the slipstream all the way up towards Rivage. On the ERS, moves to the outside around Blanchimont, sorry, not Rivage. Getting as bad as Brundle. Both running wide through the exit, which allows Zodak to nip up the inside, and then contact there between Zodak and Mrs. Carl. Puts Zodak into the barrier. On the exit of the bus stop. He's lost his front wing. What have we lost Scarito? Oh, Scarito's left a session. Where you gone? Scarito. Why do I think I see Mrs. Carl as well? Don't know who else left the session there. I think there were a couple of drivers. Let me just swap that back to communal. So we have got a full safety car again. So this doesn't really help Casto or Shawnicus. What happened, Mano? You get caught up in the carnage into the bus stop. My camera angle wasn't great. I saw contact between a few cars. I see that Fake Jesus has picked up a 5-second penalty for contact with Mrs. Carl. I'm wondering if that contact then led to the contact with Zodak. That can't have been Zodak, it must have been Hepburn. I do apologise. Right, while we are under safety car, I am going to take a comfort break because these safety cars are taking forever. So I will be back. Should be back before the end of the safety car. Casto's pitted, Shawnicus has pitted, so Martin takes over the lead. Casto's gone for the soft. 10 laps to go. I think that's going to be pushing it for tyre wear, but I will be back. Somewhere till I got sideboard smashed it. Oh, not floor damage as well, Hepburn. Hopefully, I'll be back. made it back before the safety car ended. XK needs another invite. Button, that one. 6. Sorry, XK. I've only just seen. There we go. Sent. So, lap 13 under safety car. But Martin has taken the lead. Zodak up into second place. Moyland up into third. Casto sitting in fourth on that soft tyre. He's going to have some work to do. I mean, he's going to have good pace at the start, but those softs are going to drop off fairly quickly. Mano running in 5th, and then Shornicus in 6th on the new hard tyre. Frenzy and Final Pass 7th and 8th on new mediums. Hyder in 9th. Speedy in 10th. Has he done 15 pit stops now? El Stefano currently sitting in 11th. Wi-Fi in 12th. Hopefully he gets back in before the restart. Mrs. Carl in 13th. Cons in 14th. Fake Jesus in 15th. Hepburn in 16th. Effectus in 17th. Trying to stay with Zodax if he gets caught out by Martin. On the restart, so safety car has pulled away. Will be coming into the pits momentarily. So we wait to see where Martin decides to launch from. And he has gone early. Thank you for the follow, Scarito. This game is a pain in the arse for connection issues and not being able to retake control. I thought no one will mind if you had to retire the car because you can't get control, and you've done it in a way that hasn't caused anyone else conflicts, and no worries. Hopefully next season things will run better for you. So Martin has pulled away from Zodak on the restart. Casto has made the move and got past Moylan, but that soft tyre, it's inevitable. He'd have the pace there to pull away, as that's an Alpha of Mano going off through Lacombe. Gets going again without any visible damage, but has dropped all the way down to 13th. Casto straight on the attack, has cleared Zodak as well, and now going after Martin. Really pushing that soft tyre. Looking at the inside through turn 14, not able to make the move there, but will get the drive on the exit. We'll have the slipstream as well. Pushing all the way down this back straight through Blanchimont. Can probably afford to hold on, but looking for the move into the bus stop. Gets a lock up on the entry, but fights his way around the outside of Martin to take the lead, or retake the lead, and the fastest lap of the race so far, a 1:45.0. So Casto back into the lead. Martin drops down into second. Shornicus. Shornicus has dropped down into 10th after the restart, losing out a couple of places there. El Stefano up into 9th. Mate, that 10th as he's side by side with Cornicus, cuts in to the back of Cornicus to try and pick up that slipstream as Mrs. Cole comes on the attack. The great drive down the Kemmel Straight to take 10th, so El Stefano drops back down into 11th place. Find the pass, attacking Zodak. Moyland past Zodak as well, so Moyland up into first. Find the pass, gets the move done, and sitting in 4th place. And those hard tyres starting to hurt Zodak a little for pace. Cornicus clearing Hyder, so Cornicus up into 8th as he tries to fight his way back through this grid. 7 laps to go. Still very much anyone's game as Find the Pass goes around the outside of Moyland on the run towards Blanchimont. Gets the move done, but Moyland staying right on that rear diffuser, trying to stick with Find the Pass as much as possible. Slide under power from Moyland on the exit puts him under pressure from Frenzy. Frenzy looking around the outside as they go down towards La Source. Not easy to go round the outside, but a poor exit from La Source from Moyland sees Frenzy through and into 4th place. Effectus has retired in the pit, so that shouldn't cause a safety car. That beer's empty, so I need another one, but they're over there and I can't be asked to lean across, so I'll stick with the racing for the time being. Casto's opened over a 4-second gap from Martin in 2nd. Really is pushing hard on that soft tyre. Needs to try and push enough to open up a pit stop gap. Those tyres go off, he will drop back in towards this pack. Find the Pass is pushing as much as he can with the fresher medium tyres, going to be trying to find a way past Martin. Get in the chase of Casto. Moyland's had another moment and has dropped down to 8th. We've got a safety car again. Another safety car. So does Casto stay up? Casto's coming in. I'd imagine he's going to go for. He's got to go for another set of soft tyres. Martin's coming in. Find the Pass is staying out on the medium. Cornicus staying out on the hard tyre. I'm not sure that was the right call. Mr. Pit Stop is in, didn't expect any different. Mrs. Cole stays out. Zodak in. Fake Jesus is staying out. So everyone is coming in. They've got to be going for the softs. Still think 6 laps is a bit much on the softs. But then you've got 3 laps behind safety car, so yeah, they'll be alright. Let's take it steady behind the safety car, build that tyre temp on the final lap, and then go for it. So Find the Pass running in the lead. Cornicus in 2nd, Mrs. Carl in 3rd, Casto in 4th, and we've already seen how quickly he dispatches the cars in front on the slower tyre on the last safety car restart. So we expect to see Casto working his way through to the lead fairly quickly on the restart. Hyder and Fake Jesus on the hard and medium tyre, so they're going to be vulnerable to attack from everyone behind who's now on the soft tyre. Depending how quick this safety car comes in though, we could just have a 2-lap sprint at the end. We'll have to wait and see how quickly everyone gets caught up. Really cons waiting I say waiting, sorry, Con's at the back, so we're just waiting for him to catch up to the train. It's the final race, but it's certainly not been without its action. A VSC, 3 safety cars. How is everyone doing? So let's have a look. How many stops? So Find the Pass stopped twice. Cornicus and Mrs. Cole stopped once. Casto stopped twice. Hyder stopped once. Jesus stopped twice. Martin stopped twice. Captain Pit stops on 8 stops. Are we going to see him get into double digits? Zodak twice, Moylan 3 times, El Stefano 3 times, Hepburn twice, Mano twice, Wi-Fi button 3 times, and Cons 3 times. Find the Pass up 2 places overall. Cornicus back in second where he started. Mrs. Cole up 6 places. Casto's lost 3 places off the initial start. Hyder up 2. Fake Jesus up 4. Martin's lost 3. Speedy up 3. Zodak's lost 3. Moyland up 7. El Stefano's up 2. Hepburn still in 12th where he started. Mano up 3. Wi-Fi in up 4. Cons has dropped 7. So everyone is together now. So hopefully we can get back underway. So we've lost Frenzy, we've lost Effectors, we've lost Scarito. I know Scarito retired his car because he couldn't get control back. Effectors retired in the pits. I'm not sure what happened to Frenzy, and I daren't look at the race director because it cocked up during quali, and as we've only got 4 laps to go, I don't want to be sat here looking at the race results, not seeing what's really going on. So only one driver in the top 3 currently carrying a penalty, that being Mrs. Cole, so that could hurt her further, well, at the end of the race. It is a safety car in, so we are going to have 3 laps of racing. So we may have 1 lap with DRS. Find the Pass will be waiting to pick the most opportune moment for the restart. I want that one, I don't want that. That's the button I need. So safety car is into the pits. Find the Pass is free to launch whenever he likes. We're trying to time it in such a way that doesn't help Casto. It goes on the exit of the bus stop, so it left it quite late for the launch. Everyone else tonight seemed to launch further down that straight before the break-in for the bus stop, as Casto is fast on the attack, straight onto the back of Mrs. Cole, trying to find his way past on the exit of La Source. Couldn't make it stick there. Goes around the outside of Radion, gets the move done as they go down the Kemmel Straight, but Mrs. Cole not giving up on the defence. Hasn't got the grip that Casto's got as he goes through Lecombe. Casto straight onto the back of Thornicus. So heading down towards Puon. Martin picks up a 3-second penalty, so that's going to hurt come the end of the race, because I don't think the gaps are going to open that much, especially with most of the pack running on the new soft tyre. Thornicus doing everything he can do to defend from Casto. They come around turn 15. Casto will have the slipstream. We've got a yellow flag. That's clearing. That has cleared. So heading up to the bus stop. Casto not able to get past at the moment. Thornicus getting the benefit of the slipstream from his teammate. Casto going on the attack down towards La Source. Up the inside of Thornicus. It looked like he was going to try and go around the outside, but switched back to the inside. Now as they run towards Eau Rouge, Thornicus pulls back in front to cover that off. Find the pass with a poor exit through Radion. It's allowed Thornicus through, holding Casto to the inside. Casto does just get in front before the braking for Lecombe, so Find the Pass drops down into third. Thornicus takes the lead, but under a lot of pressure here from Casto, as Casto is pushing around the outside of Rivage. It's going to put him on the inside for No Name, and he gets that move done. As they head down towards Puon, can Thornicus hold on? As Find the Pass losing out to Martin as well. Martin also on that soft tyre, taking full advantage of that better traction out of the corner on that fresh tyre. So Martin now in pursuit of the Mercedes of Thornicus. Speedy just over a second back from Find the Pass, but has Zodak and Moyland for company. No, Zodak's actually a second back from Speedy. I read that time wrong. Moyland looking to go around the outside of Zodak into the bus stop. Gets the move done under braking. Nicely done there from Moyland. Zodak trying to come back on the exit. Doesn't quite get the traction on the exit. So Zodak now having to look in his mirrors because he's got Mano right behind him, followed by Mrs. Cole and Hepburn. Hyder, El Stefano and Wi-Fi Button battling it out for the final position. As they head up through Radion. DRS has been enabled. I swear that's early. I'm not going to complain, but DRS has been enabled, which allows El Stefano to get through the inside of Hyder, taking 11th place. Hyder coming under a bit of pressure from Wi-Fi Button there. Casto's broken out of the DRS of Thornicus out in front. So Thornicus is going to be looking in his mirrors, trying to defend from Martin behind. Speedy's managed to close up on Find the Pass as well. Got one more lap to go, and it's going to be a DRS run out of the bus stop. Try and line it up to get the move done down the Kemmel Straight and then hold on through the lap. Moyland running in 6th. Zodak has held on to 8th, but it is coming under pressure from Mrs. Cole. Mrs. Cole round the outside on the entry to the bus stop. Oh no, that's Hepburn, wrong. It's Hepburn battling Mrs. Cole, not Zodak. Yeah, just call me Brundle. Not Brundle, the other idiot. Oh, you all know who I mean. So Thornicus not able to close up on Casto, coming under pressure from Martin. That DRS so effective down the Kemmel straight. Martin getting the move done. Thornicus really depleted on his ERS. Find the pass right on the back of him as well. Speedy, Moyland and Mano on the back of this battle as well. Martin needs to try and find a way to open this gap, otherwise he's going to lose out due to that penalty he's carrying. Moylan's picked up a penalty as well. That's going to drop him down as it stands to 7th. He's only going to lose out to Mano. Although Hepburn is getting close to being able to jump him. Ignore that, Hepburn's just picked up a 3-second penalty as well. So it gives Moyland a bit of breathing space. I mean, breathing space, and then he drives off track. Not sure what Moyland... And picked up a 10-second penalty for exceeding track limits, staying off track out of the way of everyone. That's wonderful. So Casto takes the win on the final race of the season. Thornicus takes 2nd. Speedy squeezes into the podium in 3rd. Mano takes 4th. Martin in 5th. Find the Pass picks up 6th. Zodak takes 7th. His Alpine teammate in 8th, Hepburn. Mrs. Cole takes 9th, and the final points of the season go to Hyder. El Stefano picks up 11th. Wi-Fi in 12th, and Moyland trying to blow the car up, I think, on the exit of the bus stop there, picks up 13th. Oh, Hepburn, I know you're frustrated. It's just that's horrendous. So glad I'm not driving it anymore. That's yeah. So there we go. Confirmation. Casto takes the win. Thornicus in 2nd. Speedy, your final podium position in 3rd. Mano in 4th. Martin in 5th. Find the Pass in 6th. Zodak in 7th. Hepburn in 8th. Mrs. Cole in 9th. Hyder 10th. El Stefano in 11th. Wi-Fi in 12th. Moyland in 13th. And then your non-finishers were Fake Jesus, Cons, Frenzy, Effectus, and Scorito. Assuming guys are going to pivot to iRacing. I mean, that's all I'm really driving now myself at the moment. Moyland, I believe, is pretty much only on iRacing now, driving wise, because although he's taking a break from F1, he may join me on comms and he may even jump in as a reserve. Yeah, the iRacing is just so good. Being able to actually tell what the car's doing. But then it's a PC program. It is built as a sim rather than where Codemasters and EA have tried to bolt function on. Yeah, I get it, Hepburn. It's not cheap, but then at the same time, iRacing doesn't need stupidly high-end kit. You can run it comfortably on a couple of generation old graphics cards. I know there's still plenty of people running it on 1060s and 1080s. It's the wheel. Yeah, there's a lot running on just the Logitech wheels. Again, you don't need the topper. You need something with force feedback. So the Logitech G29, G920, 923 would be perfectly fine to get you started. And then if you decided you wanted to save up and buy a new wheel, there's loads out there now. The market is quite saturated with different levels, and I mean, budget wise, you can go mad on wheels, but wheel and pedals, and you're laughing. But then at the same time, you've got to have somewhere to set everything up, so it's catch 22. But thank you everyone for watching the final race of the season. I will still be streaming. I'll be streaming my iRacing races between now and I think no, we're running all over Christmas. There's stuff on, and then I'll also be streaming at least twice a week Lethal Company. So if you want to watch Hobo get killed by a flea, or Bracken snack on Moyland, or Hobo just run onto a mine and kill Moyland as well, jump in the stream. It's a hilarious game. It's like not a graphically pretty game, but it doesn't need it. It's just so jumpy. It's hilarious. Something for the future. I plan to fabricate my own rig once I get my own space. The rigs are easy to build yourself. There's lots of plans online for timber base. I've seen stuff built out of timber. I've seen, it depends what you're comfortable with for fabrication. I've even seen ones built out of PVC plumbing pipe. No idea what they're like in terms of rigidity, but I'm sure they must be okay, because there's quite a few people that run them. But thank you everyone for watching the streams. I will be back for all of next season on comms. So if you've not already hit that follow button, then please do. And as I say, if you want to jump into chat on any of the streams I do, everyone is more than welcome. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next year. Where's that gone?